Good evening and good evening, Walter, and Happy New Year to our viewers.
Yeah.
I must say, Guti, you know, it's very amazing and educative. Ngoba na isupporter imile it. Ayixwayiza yenza lutho. Utshintsha amasudu amakhala we-DR Congo. Now this man, he resembles the former Prime Minister at DR Congo, Lumumba.
Patrice Lumumba.
Patrice Lumumba. Lumumba is the one that fought for DR Congo for freedom yabo. And in 1961, after they found their freedom in 1961, it's when he was kidnapped and killed.
17th of January 1961.
In 17th of January 1961, that's when he was kidnapped and killed. And this man, he's been doing this from the first game at DR Congo to the last game. And I was so much disappointed when I saw an Algerian player, I a joke, ngale supporter, but not understanding what does it mean to the people of Africa, to Congo. And the association here, Algeria, they even invited the supporter to apologize. They gave him the jersey.
And that is what AFCON is about, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just about the 90 minutes. It's not just about the big names and the big stars. Africa is just different. And there he is, looking like a statue. He's met the president of FIFA. He's gotten letters from the president of this continent as well in football. Michelle Nkunkambo-Ndingo.
Hey, good evening, Ma'a, and also to Mdogis. I didn't know that.
First soccer zone of the year. Thank you so much for holding our hands through last year. We are going to keep on delivering an amazing one. But before we start, you've met the two doctors. It's one with a PhD in education of football and the other one with a PhD all just in his feet. Dr. Khumalo and Dr. Steenbok. The other one, not quite the doctor yet, but he is the principal. He is the professor when it comes to it all. It is, of course, the victorious one, Victor Shilosago Saseka.
Bonsoir, Ma'a. L'arbitre de la CAF de la FIFA, Abongile Tom. He's the talk of town in Morocco with his good performance. Yeah. Today we're going to show you the good performance that is displayed in Morocco in the Total Africa Cup of Nations. While Lekaya from Cape Town, City no, Abongile, we keep Abongile Tom, Big Jack at the pa, and then as if that was not enough, we are at the red.
He's done well, or has he? Victor Hlungwane will be telling us that. Mazola might not be in studio with us, but he is with us because he's all the way out in Morocco. We'll be getting to him with the news in just a few. Siyazi ukuthi sijwayele ukuthi nibe ingxenye yohlelo lethu sikhulume sisonke ningene nathi kule ndaba esixoxayo na into oqala ke besicazulula sibuka le midlalo esihlele khona ke ku Total Energies CAF Africa Cup of Nations. So here is the topic of our conversation. Down to just 4. Wona amaqembu aseleke la manenti elipho hamba nalo mhlambe ke ngokuthanda kwakho nolwazi lwakho uthi wena man into zase North Africa into zakho nje yibona abantu abathandayo so uzohamba nabo. So are you going to go with Senegal, or are you going to go perhaps with Nigeria, or are you going to be like, nope, I'm staying in North Africa? Morocco and Egypt are remaining. It's a battle of West versus North. Which one are you going with? But also just tell me why. I'd love to know. Whoever it is that you're supporting, I'd love to know how they've impressed you. In this show, we'll take a look at what's happened in this tournament so far. And I'll get Dr. Steenbok as well as Dr. Khumalo to let us know which player has set this tournament alight. Who's been the one player that stood up against the most? If we're giving a trophy to the best player right now, who would it be? I'd love to hear from you as well. We are on social media as SABC Sport. But firstly, let's go to Morocco. It's during the day when he does this for us, but he always connects with us. It's Mazola Mule for the Super Journal.
Just to touch on some of the ugly scenes that have taken place here and the fixtures that we've seen involving Morocco as well as Cameroon and Algeria and Nigeria in the quarterfinals. CAF releasing a strongly worded statement that they are investigating. They've got video evidence, even targeting the media as well. There's been some fights that have broken up in the mix zone over content or any other issues that have taken place as well. But the key factor here is after fights broke out, CAF referring the matter to the disciplinary board to investigate. So you can expect some heavy fines that are coming the way of those that will be found guilty, and punishment incoming as well. And we know in the next few weeks, we will be building up to the Betway Premiership. So I know I'm away from home, but I'm going to take some time also to show you that I've been keeping abreast with what is happening in the local scene as well, because as soon as I get back, we head straight into our local domestic league as well. The big story that we've covered, broken it on sabcsport.com earlier today, is that TS Galaxy telling Mamelodi Sundowns that no, we cannot accept your initial offer of Puso Dithejane. We view him as someone that we will not let go for cheap. They want a lot of money for Puso Dithejane. At the moment, the figures are not out yet, but the context that we have is that Mamelodi Sundowns, having spent around 57 to 60 million for Brian Leon, a Colombian striker who's well proven and is coming to challenge himself in the Betway Premiership, they feel that Puso, who's a local prized asset, should be maybe not near as much, but something close to that amount as well, if maybe half of it at the very least. But I'd love to hear the thoughts of Dr. Khumalo, a Kaizer Chiefs legend who, by the way, Kaizer Chiefs also lost out to Puso Dithejane when he was in the reserve league. It's over to you, Doc. I want to hear your thoughts on a potential sale of Puso Dithejane, maybe to Mamelodi Sundowns, maybe to Chiefs, or even abroad as well.
I guess, Mazola, I think if whether he goes to Sundowns or Chiefs, but abroad, it's appealing for me, because a young player is going to enjoy the top level in terms of the standard Yama teams outside South Africa, because this kind of talent, we misuse it sometimes in South Africa. We end up buying a player, play 6 games, then the next thing is nowhere to be found. But now, what Team Modise and Sundowns agreed on or wanted to agree on, I think probably team has a point, because if you were to pay 57 plus meter for a player wangaphandle, and then ufuna ukuzala 5 million, well, I guess you know, it's not fair, but that's a story for another day. Then again, you go back to Kaizer Chiefs. The boy was there before. He's coming from the development of Kaizer Chiefs. And now it's been a trend, it's been a norm at Kaizer Chiefs, because I can tell you that there are so many players that they found themselves in this kind of a situation. Been given away to the teams, and then at a later stage, after 5, 6, 7 years, they go and buy the player.
Okay.
So clearly, probably they need to do something about that at Kaizer Chiefs, yeah.
Oh.
I want to pick up now from where I've just left off in terms of transfer news, and this is in relation to Thapelo Maseko. He is on his way to Cyprus on a season-long loan deal, just 6 months, and then Mamelodi Sundowns and AEL Limassol will then assess the relationship moving forward. Thapelo Maseko has been seeking game time, a story we've covered extensively on sabcsport.com and particularly Soccer Zone as well. And then it becomes interesting. Another young player who was recently at the Under-20 World Cup is Siviwe Magidikidi, who plays for Siwelele FC. The club coming out and confirming that indeed they are in discussions, advanced discussions, by the way, with KV Beerschot, a second-tier club in Belgium, and hoping that following a decision for the club to up the offer, they are confident now that Magidikidi will be moving on to a European side. Walter Steenbok, I know this is his types of stories. He loves when young players thrive, and I would love to also hear what he's got to say about a potential big move for Siviwe Magidikidi.
Yeah, Andile, I think it's an excellent opportunity for a young player who his development pathway, you know, is really scaled the right way. You know, he goes into a league where he has an opportunity, firstly, to get game time. You know, but again, a good lesson to a lot of young players in South Africa. If you check, Siviwe didn't have a chance to play at the AFCON Under-20 when Coach Raymond Daka's team won the AFCON. You know, but through perseverance, you know, he stayed in the team, and then he went to the World Cup, you know, where I thought he had a very, very good World Cup. He's a kind of a striker who's mobile, who's very, very brave, but again, understand his way around the box. And a move to Belgium really gives him an opportunity that his skills could be honed better without a lot of pressure. And then, like we've seen with Pesitau, remember Pesitau also went to Belgium at one stage before he went to Brighton. So this is a very good move and an excellent talent pathway, you know, for Siviwe. And I think Celtic, Siwelele will also be happy also on the other side.
And Andile, the final story has got to do with Sekhukhune United after losing Miguel Tim to Cape Town City. In a surprise transfer, by the way, in the middle of the season, they've ramped up a pursuit and a decision to then take up Lebu Piri on a free transfer. Lebu Piri has played the bulk of his career abroad, well over a decade in Denmark, in France, and in Turkey as well, and he's decided to come home. He struggled a little bit, didn't get a club for the last 7 months, and he's finally done a medical, concluded, at least on paper and on principle as well, to join Babina Nuku in the coming days, just before the season starts with coach Eric Tinkler. But for now, though, heading out as we prepare, as I said, to build up to those 2 semi-final fixtures here in Morocco for the Africa Cup of Nations.
Mazara Malifa, thank you so much. It looks great, the pictures that you guys are sending back, and thank you for keeping us updated there. Very excited. I can't wait to see what Lebohang Piri is going to be doing. Many South Africans have never seen Lebo play besides the hand.